Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. So this will be a special Love Valentine's Day offer reading. This reading will be focused on your love life and what I see coming for you with love through the cards. So your name and info will be confidential. I will only focus on what I see coming through for you in the cards. So I'm going to start off by clearing out the energy and saging. And then afterwards, I will begin shuffling your cards. So obviously your main focus, which I love what you wrote, was I would like to know when my knight in shining armor riding a white horse will swoop me off my feet. I love that. So I'm basically going to do my best and tune into whatever I see coming, as that is our intention with the cards. So let's clear out the energy with some sage. I can't do it so much in bundles because sometimes it takes forever, so I'm going to try to use a leaf. This one's good. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels and Mary Ann to step forward to reveal to her what she needs to know in this present time in regards to her love life. She's focusing on her love life. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's purest intention, God's white light. I ask spirit guides and mind to help me interpret the information to her as specific and detailed as possible. Thank you. Amen. So let's start shuffling. Alright, hon, so I'll keep on pulling out cards. As obviously this is a love reading, so I'm gonna focus on love. So a lot of the cards are coming out focusing on other things. But there's this sense of obviously a feeling like there's a lot. Like it seems like your guides are saying you can't do so much, you can't do so many things at the same time. As it can very much overwhelm you. There's a tip for them saying to you that you have to do one thing at a time. You can't juggle so many things at the same time, as it will very much overwhelm you. As I feel like there's probably lately or now where there's been more than two things that you've been juggling, and they're just telling you to focus on the concept of time management, being able to do one thing at a time, so you don't overwhelm yourself. There's a sense of moving on as well, moving on from something, letting go of something. So it can be a certain situation, especially from the past. It feels like it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time. I don't feel like this is recent. This is something emotionally that I feel like you've been dealing with for a long time. I see you making a lot of friends. So there's that focus of friends and friendship. Okay, friends and friendship. I feel like in your past as well, there's a sense where there was a couple of people that you were with, relationship wise, that you thought they were your soulmates, but they weren't. So it kind of feels like to me that in the beginning it was good, but then it got bad, or like it just faded, or that spark that was in the beginning no longer existed towards the end. So there's that sense of getting confused on if this person's my soulmate or if this person is not my soulmate. Okay? Kind of flipped out there. I do see a transition occurring for you, so I don't know when this will happen, but it seems like to me there's gonna be you're gonna be experiencing soon something where it's gonna be ending and you're going into a new phase, a new chapter, something that will be ending and going into a new chapter. I see that I feel like you will be falling in love with yourself a lot more this year. So I see you more. I don't see any relationships coming up right now or this year. I see you more with yourself. I see you doing things that you love, or just enjoying yourself. So I see you spending a lot of alone time with yourself, but on a level where you're actually going to be enjoying yourself and falling in love with yourself again. Okay. Alright, so obviously the knight in shining armor came through finally towards the end, took a while. But for me, that's a sign where they're saying you're going to spend a lot of time this year just reevaluating things, rethinking things, going over things that you want and don't want anymore. So there's going to be a lot of rethinking this year itself. I do see that you are going to meet someone. Okay, I don't know if you're talking to this person now. I don't know if you're dating them or you're waiting to meet them, or um, there's somebody in your life that I don't know if it's like, I'm not sure if you're talking to them, like I said again, or you haven't met them, but just keep in mind, okay? The only issue with this situation, the cards like you guys together. The cards are saying they like you with this man, they like you with this person. But the only issue is there's something about where it's going to be very difficult for you guys to be together, or very difficult for you guys to make it happen. There's just a sense of where it's like you have to push through it. So there's just some form of difficulty to making it happen or to making it work. Um, but they're kind of saying that it's like you can get there, you can get there. It's up to you. But they're just kind of saying just not be careful, but just to know, as a heads up, it's going to be very difficult to maintain this relationship or to maintain to maintain this relationship or to make it happen. There's just something about this. So I don't know if this person lives far away or doesn't live near you, but there's just, I do feel like this person probably lives in another city, or maybe, I don't feel like they're very, very far away, but I do feel like they don't live near you, and you might be talking to them. I don't know. I'm not sure, but there's something about where there's difficulties to making it happen. Okay, so keep this in mind. But the cards like you guys together. The cards like you both. It just seems like to me it's going to be a long process. Okay, so I'm going to see what else I pick up with that. So it's like it won't really happen till a long time or a while. So let me see here. Yeah, I here it comes. So I do see a relationship happening. I do see a relationship. So this is a relationship card for me. It means that there is a form of long-term commitment with this. It just seems like to me it won't happen for a really long time. I don't know if it's because you haven't met that person or if you are talking to this person. There's just something where it's difficult. So it's like it's all about timing, and it's supposed to happen when it should, or when the coast is clear, or when things are more settled. I don't know exactly what it is, but it seems to me that I do see a relationship coming out of this person with this person. So there's definitely something with that. So keep that in mind if you haven't met this person, as I do see it will be a long process. It will be difficult. There's something difficult about maintaining it or keeping it alive or making it work. But I do see you guys, I do see a relationship. Now, this is a possibility. I don't always say everything's written in stone. For me, it's written in pencil because it depends on if you're willing to deal with that difficulty of waiting or the difficulty of just trying to maintain it if he lives far away. But there's a sense of it's up to you, you know? There's a possibility, as I see, there is a possibility of a relationship, but it's up to you if you're willing to push through that struggle and long-term struggle. Okay. So it's kind of like a thing where they're saying to have patience. Okay, have patience. I know it's hard, but they're saying have patience. There's a reason why love is in delay. There's a reason why things happen the way they do. It's all due to timing. Okay. You know, I feel like it's a kind of thing where uh, you'll feel like that you're always like, there's this sense of energy that I feel like it's like, I have to protect myself. I have to protect myself from getting hurt. I have to protect myself. I can't just like um, fall for anything. You know, I have to protect myself and make sure it's the right person. It's a sense of protecting yourself a lot. And your guides are saying that's okay, but don't do it to a certain extent where you close yourself off to love or you close yourself off to the idea of trying to find somebody. So it's like protect yourself, but don't protect yourself too much. Okay? So I'm going to pull out a couple of angel cards for you now, my love. Oh, I love this. So this is wonderful. So you got the first card I see here is Ace of Water, which obviously falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, you see. So the relationship card came out here again. Spiritual growth and enhanced intuition. So there's definitely some form of new love. There's love, there's this concept of love around you. So please keep that in mind as I saw the relationship card with you, as it was eventually pulled out. So the Ace of Water is obviously the Ace of Cups, focuses on new love, love being around you, and that concept that it's going to be around you. I don't know exactly what the time frame will be, as I feel like it depends on how long you'll deal with it, or how much you'll really put energy into it, because like I said again, it will be difficult. So it's up to you. Um, it seems as well, events moving at a fast pace, delays are over many things at once. So again, this has to do with time management, balancing, not overwhelming yourself with so many things. Okay. And then the Queen of Earth, make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So in another way as well, whatever challenges, whatever things that stress you out, instead of dealing with it in a negative concept, just deal with it in the concept of love, and understanding, to the point where you don't let it personally affect you a lot. Find ways to detach, and also find ways to feel like, okay, if that person wants to be the way they want to be, I let them be. That's their problem. I'm not going to put so much energy and care into that situation. Okay, so it's a kind of thing where you guys are just saying whatever challenges you have, see it in the eyes of love, not in the eyes of wanting to just help that person or make it better. So this is very exciting. I'm gonna leave you with that, hun, as it seems like love is around you, and it's all up to you if you're willing to um, want to push through it. But it's very much coming through in your cards, and I very much hope you enjoyed this mini reading, as it was a pleasure. And thank you so much for reaching out. You're so sweet, and I love you. And I'm always here for you, my darling. And lots of love, many blessings. Bye now.